Hi and welcome to another 1v1. This time we're facing Speedfire vs Soulmaster. As we did in the previous matches. Sent in by Soulmaster, of course, probably the Soulmaster will win most of the games, but I think the Speedfire will soon as some of these replace his own, so we'll be able to see his skill actually triumph over the opposition. So, Speedfire opens, yeah, airport. Makes sense. He's UK, opens airport. Doesn't have depots, so I'll guess it could be a cheesy paratroopers going on. I've seen him a couple of times. Doesn't really... Yeah, now puts a depot down? I don't know, man. I always put a depot down and then I put airport. I think I'm proud because I learned to open really fast. That was probably one of my first things and I have only mastered it. I even wrote a couple of scripts to help me open with it. You know, just some simple keyboard scripts just so it drops like for a half second faster. Maybe cancelled that? Did he cancel? Yeah. He wanted to go armor, but decided not to. No paratroopers for this extra. It seems that he's undecided of what he wants to achieve. Meanwhile, the camp Soulmaster has opened 2 depots, so 1 barracks over here and artillery. He is making a AA, as every Russian should do in the start. Then you would reinforce with an actual aircraft. Oh, that's close. Tries to drop a grenade on Vickers, but won't be able to do any damage. Guardia is on the way as well. Nobody's expanding. Speedfire makes a depot in the backside. Let's see if the Soulmaster responds by sending some infantry on that side as well. Pretty economical open if you see this. So has a lot of money for extra things. Has barracks, double barracks. So these cost 40 less than, like, I mean the same as this airport. So is able to get more things out, like AA guns, and is able to get an upgrade quite decently. I probably play as Russian as well. I don't like to get Guardia really early, since I don't know, I'll kind of like having more depots and only get Guardia when there's need to for like heavy infantry. But that's my cheese and that's probably bad, and I think Guardia is a really great unit to have. I just don't like spending 50 bucks on upgrade really early. He's managed to able to get the Bay I1, that's the job of the Hurricanes. But the 3 AAs is able to kill the Hurricanes. Uses Blitz, tries to get this small outpost and gets it. Good user cards, won't chase the Vickers away. Won't push AA as well. Doesn't add any depots as well. So it's still 2 versus 2 depots. Bomber is ready for Speedfire, which is interesting. Forces a camo right away. Not sure what he's planning to bomb here. No, Anson's getting produced as well. One Guardia is taking a sneaky peek there. So, no recon for Speedfire yet. This is rather weird. City's a lot of 2 depot opens, but which are kind of identical. I mean, everybody is probably getting feared of rushed. Probably going to make another outpost. I would believe this is an outpost. Yeah, makes an outpost there. Doesn't seem the Guardia there, but will maybe bomb it. Oh, the Soulmaster has already is quite happy with his AA outposts and will go ahead and make a couple of fighters. Probably will take this Vickers right on, since he's scouting for it. Oh no, sees the depot. Isn't able to get the depot. So I think the Hurricane has same damage, 27 against Ishak's 16. Should be able to get the bomber. Bomber kind of routes, does the improper thing. All he had to do was turn down and land, and it would be okay for him. Apparently he didn't. Guardia was get bombed, but nothing much. That's all for it. Outposts being dropped there. So Vickers and Outposts should be able to get rid of this infantry. Yep, it's getting routed and will probably die in a sec, so good cleanup from that. Losing the bomb blower was pretty devastating hit. However, the Speedfire is on 3 depots, and yeah, and this depot has just been added. As you can see, 2025, so only a pair of trucks, like 3 trucks, has been going out. Vickers trying to take a look at the backlines, but we'll find no depots there. So if he's getting sniped, I mean, you can snipe Vickers, right? Oh, you can't, since they have armor, right? Oh, you can snipe the Carros. Sorry about that fault. Carros have no armor. Getting research. Has the fake planes, although they won't be much as helpful since the Soulmaster has AA in the middle. Probably we have to use them quite different thing. Doesn't attempt to get this BA one. Is this an artillery position or a new base? Yeah, that's an artillery position, which will suppress the outposts a bit. Really good addition, since you don't really want to get pushkas, but want something to deal with these outposts, since they offer see, didn't really took all that much. I should make outposts a little bit more resilient to damage and better at fighting infantry as well. Not much going on. Nobody's making extra depots as well. We have a standoff between Vickers and BA here. Vickers just trying to find a gap where he can harvest the supply lines. All he needs to do is kill, like, what is it, 5 trucks to make himself worth. No guards upgrade as well, I think. Has a sneaky armor base. Well, this outpost is probably, yeah, we're so important. We are seeing like this whole city really good. Does it have like, can it spot actually somewhere this year? Can I? Let's see. No, I can't really select anything. Well, that's too bad. So Speedfire had Spits upgraded, as well as the Recon armored. Yeah, terrible cost. Just terrible cost for it. And it seems that Soulmaster has as well understood the fallacies of these games where they are just so good you have to stack the full airport before you even start to do something. Has 3 yaks against 2 spits. And we'll take a place. Oh, the Speedfire will try and take, will force something with the push, trying to take out these positions. Soulmaster has anti-tank base finished, so he's ready to defeat this puny army. He already has made a couple of these tank guns. As we know, they have 450 range against, well, they will beat most of the things, definitely, except for like heavy tanks, which outrange them. Having battle there, no strafe, nothing to strafe for Soulmaster. Oh, the Recon takes a couple of hits. Should be more careful. Yeah, retreats to safely. Speedfires, I kind of want to take a snipe at 80 stuff, but I'm sure they will die after that, so he's smart about it. Doesn't try to force anything, since those AT guns are... Oh, the bomber is there as well. We need to maybe find a good stack. Yeah, making, I would say, more Spitfires, since he could really take advantage of sniping those AT guns, but I mean the 5 AV stack, it's pretty scary. I wonder if it's the same Vickers which went all the way out. Probably because the recon is back as well. So not much pushing going on. 3 versus 3 depots still. Soulmaster haven't had a depot in the back. Ooh. Makes a pretty decent bombing run. Let's see if they... 3 spits on 1 plane. Okay, guts the plane. Yeah, but he couldn't really fight there with IA there. Vickers and tanks trying to do something on this side. Since the 80 guns got taken out, he has now time to do something. Ooh, loses 2 planes? Well, maybe not. He has reinforcements coming in. Tries to... Oh, has to make another lap. Will land down and safely. Oh my god, the recon was there. I think to actually spot the planes, or it's just buggy. Yep, will strafe. Wow, that's terrible for Speedfire. The recon was able to kind of spot the planes, and Soulmaster abused it almost immediately by strafing it down. 450. I wonder how's the recon range, 600 or 550? We'll never know. Yeah, that strafe was brutal. I think that's what this made this game, to be honest. Still has only 2 depots left versus Soulmaster's 3, and is behind in score, so yeah, not much you can do there. Has guards as well. We'll be trying to probably take out these AT posts. The cruisers didn't really do the damages they should have, and the Russian response was, well, 40 bucks, couple of pieces of those 70 versus the 30 plus 20. So about, like, let's say even, but Speedfire didn't really get quite an advantage. This airfield, yeah, there's something has to be done with about this airfield's position in general. It's like a really good position if you want to rush something, but as we can see, it can be recon from way here. Yeah, it's the same like with this depot, when you just, if you have to happen to take the forest, you can just bring RT and kill this depot without any problems. Another trick is just like to go around with tanks here and then just pop from here if enemy defense concentrated here, and he won't be able to split effectively. Well, it's early game thing more like. Soulmaster doesn't really want to give a lot of advantage. He doesn't still feel comfortable pushing on. Oh, now he pushes. Now takes it back a bit since he sees the bomber. Bomber's going in. Will miss most of its bomb, which is quite unfortunately. Loses the bomber in process. There's a lot of backdoor AAs. I wonder if he just pushed him a little bit here, you know, split it a bit. Yeah, realizes that he needs his AA a little closer, and will push it closer. Maybe even split it. Has to be taken care of from the Vickers, but the 180 gun is still there. Pushes with Guardia. Guards are already there to defend from it. Oh man. wonder who sees those. Which recon does see those airfield? That's really unlucky to have your airfield exposed like this. I mean, look. Yeah, now he gets his plane. We'll strafe again. That's ridiculous. I mean, the Speedfire totally lost because of this recon. Just being able to snipe, even without using spy, I think. Yeah, there's no spy for Soulmaster, only a blitz in the middle. That's interesting to note. I always take in these airfield positions, but finding a losing battle, this airfield position could really wreck you up. I mean, he's seeing it from like the farthest far. Speedfire is like still in pretty close lead, given that he's only operated on 2 depots. Like he maxed out 3 depots, and yeah, the Soulmaster has like the 4th depot as well. Nobody can take all actually these depots. We'll try to force something with bombers from the behind. Has no recon. We'll try to make a yeah, Spitfires engaging. Good job. Did he route these 2 planes just out? Maybe a misclick. Loses 1 in process. This Speedfire looks damaged. I can't really always tell which planes are damaged and which not. We'll try to make a bombing run. Succeeds but loses bomber in process, so that's not really all that good. And good job with Soulmaster pushing a bit forward. Now he will take the initiative. Really trying to force something out of it. No AT guns there, so probably will be able to push quite efficiently there. Since most of this is comprised of them, which leaves a couple of guards behind. That's weird. I think he actually lost some unit there on the ground as well. Have to push with the guards first. AT's there as well. Soulmaster reinforces the middle with more infantrymen. So far, again, a stale battle. Probably one stat this depot, or maybe no. More yaks getting produced is to, yeah, I think it's maximum, or it's 7 planes. Hard to tell with them going around. I think it's 7. Use Fanatism. 1 strafe yet. 1 strafe the guards yet. AT just picking off everything. Vicar's not shooting, just standing here. Not too bad. Yeah, now forces the recons to the front, but it's kind of pretty too late. I think this should produce the surrender. Lost most of his army. Soulmaster just happily defending on the far corner of the woods. Is forced to retreat. Will not add any depots here. I love this stack. He did a good job of replacing the recon here. He sent to the middle and just added the 2 Guardia there. So he doesn't really expect any side push to be happened. Lost most of its planes as well as Speedfire, so 3 versus 3 planes. Speedfire will try to struggle on. Let's just fast this a bit. Yeah, we'll make a bomber and we'll try to make a bombing run again. Trying to get out this AT. Force him something. 4 planes. Tries to do something again. Sure what his aim is. Oh, his aim is to get this supply depot out. Makes total sense. And then if it gets camo, just run on the base. EX getting there. Should be okay with an AA there. Once again. Oh, runs just over it. We'll lose everything in process, and I believe that's the surrender coming in. No? Should be surrender anytime. Come on, Speedfire. You get the depot, but you lost all your planes. No. Let's just skip this a bit. Yeah, that's a surrender. So yeah, thanks you for watching. Interesting game. I believe the Speedfire was doing really good this game, except that nasty airfield strafe was like ridiculous. Well, see you in another battle then.